the Convivio Center. I can talk and play with one hand all at the same time. I would like to introduce to you my most favorite pal that we've actually together. She's a wonderful singer in town, and she's such a dear friend. It's always an honor to play for her. Please welcome the fabulous Danielle Forsgren.
Good evening, once again. My name is Danielle Forsgren, and it is my pleasure to be here at the Convivio Center. Isn't it a beautiful, beautiful place? Tom has worked, it's a labor of love for him and his volunteers and his family, and it's just a great place to come and enjoy and have a lovely night. And it lasts a little sip of water.
Thank you.
It's dry. It's dry in the dark. That's right. Awesome. Well, when I was first asked to sing here, I came in last month, and there was a group of the most spectacular pictures against this wall, against this whole area. And I don't remember the name of the artist, but he was a pop artist, kind of like Andy Warhol, and he had some fabulous actors and actresses. He had people like, let's see, Maria Callas, and they all in bright colors, and then they were all blinged out in some way. And I thought, man, is this just the perfect place for me? So there was Grace Kelly, and there was Maria Callas, and there was Sophia Loren, and then I looked over and I saw this one individual, and I went, that is so cool. And then I said, Tom, are those pictures going to be here when I'm here? And he said, no. And I went, oh, okay. And I said, no problem, what's going to be here? And he said, baseball. Woo! All right, I know, I'm going
And
to
she's here anyway!
Okay, yes. And I thought, okay, let's see. So how am I going to do this one? Well, so there's a very famous Italian baseball player, and he was married to a very, very famous movie actress. And this is a song she liked to sing. The French would gladly die for love. They delight in fighting duels. But I prefer a man who lives and gives expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble lot, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls get old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear-shaped, these rhinestones look pear-shaped. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when that tough, cold employer says you're awful nice, but yet their eyes for else device. He's your guide, its thoughts are high, but beware when we start to descend. To get me to sing out, just bring all the bling out. I don't mean a are a girl's best friend. How about them see me sometime? Awesome. I love that one. It's very fun. Yes. One of my favorite things to sing are all the ballads. And it depends, it doesn't matter if it's Gershwin or if it's Cole Porter. I just love to sing a nice, slow ballad. So I hope you will like this one as much as I do. There's a saying old that says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to sing a certain lad I've had. Oh, grazie, grazie. Let's see. Quite a few years ago, how long ago, Rayme? How long ago? I know exactly where we met. I know the exact moment. I do? Okay, so I don't know. It's over 10 years ago. We're doing an industrial together, and that means that we just rehearse like crazy for a week, and then we do the show for one night. Kind of like tonight. And usually for a big corporation. And this was, let's see, for something that Rob Appel was doing, and it was on the rooftop of the Westgate Hotel, and it was a big, I think it was called Summerfest. Summerquest. All right, I got the summer part right. Okay, so we're having a 5-second break, and I'm sitting, and this very handsome man sits down next to me, and he introduces himself. He goes, "Hi, I don't know you, and my name is Rayme." And I said, "Oh my gosh, how are you?" And very nice to meet you, and it's a pleasure. And he happened to be our musical director. And he says, "Well, you know, what do you do when you're not doing this?" And I said, "Well, I have a store, and it's called the Diva Craft Lounge." And he goes, "Well, what do you do there?" I said, "I do arts and craft supplies, and we do classes." And he goes, "I craft." And I'm thinking, sure, he crafts. And I'm going along with this, and I'm like, okay, he crafts. And I said, "Well, what do you make?" And he says, "Cards, and I knit, and I make macrame." And I'm like, oh my God, he crafts. So from that second on, it was kismet. And we ended up doing an international radio show we were listened to in 120 countries for 9 years after that. And I'm always very, very, very honored and pleased when he's playing, and I would like him to do something for us this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rayme Sciaroni. play chopsticks, and I think it'd be fantastic. But that's just me. We don't have to do that. But nice try. I have another surprise. I wanted to have this individual sing in the same show as I have for a very long time. We met 30 years ago when we were fetuses, and we were doing a musical theater workshop, and It was more like a musical theater boot camp. And you had to audition, and hundreds of people auditioned. And it was down at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. It was Paul Gleason, and he was a bit of a tyrant, but he was pretty an amazing individual. And so this person goes off to be on Broadway and has an amazing career. And all of a sudden he's back in San Diego, and it was just like such a great surprise. And he has an absolutely beautiful voice. And he doesn't get to show us his fabulousness enough, so I can't wait to introduce you to him. And his name is Joe Savant.
You're only allowed to tell one story.
All right.
Okay.
So,
There you go.
hi. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I'm new to this. Hello? When we met 30 freaking years ago.
But
So
more fetuses.
we were very, very young in this musical theater workshop, and this teacher he was
A tyrant.
a character, and
Well,
and Danielle is this beautiful young girl, and she had this gorgeous blonde hair, similar to
what it is?
it wasn't in layers like it is now. It was all kind of like one
It
length.
was a bob.
But it was this gorgeous blonde hair. And Danielle always came to class, and she was dressed in makeup and hair and nails, and she looked lovely. And the teacher she's like, no, wear crappy clothes and mess yourself up. And, she would do this and she would do that, but she still looked gorgeous. And finally, he would come up to her and mess up her hair and make her shake her head,
While I'm singing the song.
trying to get her, to be this, I don't know, earthy Sophia Loren thing or something, and her hair would just go right back into the perfect position that it like every hair fell right back into place. No matter what this guy did, everything came right back to beautiful. And here we are.
And I swear I was up there for 45 minutes and he was making me do this. It was just insanity.
We did a lot of weird things for that class.
Yeah, and we made it.
Yeah.
We're going to do one more song and then we're going to take a little break. And, okay, you're ready. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times where we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che tu dai
I pray we'll find your
nel
love
cuore stella.
and hold it in our hearts.
Ricordaci che
When stars go out each
l'eterna stella
night,
sei. Nella mia preghiera,
let this be our prayer.
quanta fede c'è. Lead us to a place
Guide us with your grace.
give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo andando needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. In the faith of care, I Senta che ci
I'd like to take an opportunity to welcome all of you to the Convivio Center.
Microphone, please.
I'm Tom Cesarino, I'm the Executive Director of Convivio. Welcome here. I'm happy to see you all here tonight. Once in a while, I do get to have a glass of wine in my hand. Every now and again. We do have some acknowledgments that I can share with you this evening. For these performances, we do have a coffee host, that's Cafe Barbera. They supply our coffee. Wright Brothers, they're located in Hillcrest. Round of applause for them, please. Go visit them. And our dessert toast for this evening is yummy cupcakes. Please eat them all up and take their literature, which is up on the counter. And thank you, Danielle, for securing that. And as always, to our long-suffering team, Ross Porter, who couldn't be here, Molly Bowman Style. That's cause for celebration. They're instrumental in what you see here this evening and for other events. This performance series on Fridays has evolved. It started with just some chairs out in the space. And then we had the vision of, well, it'd be nice to have cabaret tables. So we got those. And then Molly donated her coverings. So we got those. And I thought, oh, candles. So we got those. Every week, something new. If anything can upstage Danielle and Rayme tonight, it's these curtains. So an acknowledgement to Tom. Danielle's husband. The space has been crying out for curtains. Thank you, Tom, for finding them and for donating them to us. The space, again, is always evolving. We're always experimenting. Next week, we have a jacuzzi coming in. So come back. I want to thank all of you for being here. We do have donors. You didn't know it was Pledge Week when you walked in, did you? The donors help support this programming and help support our center. If you're so inclined, please talk to me after the performance. We have a lot of different levels you can donate that's comfortable for you, and it helps with our performances, our events, and keeping the doors open. We're trying a lot of new things. If you're not on our mailing list, please join it by putting your email on our list or your physical address. We'll keep you updated with our events calendar. We do have the rest of September up at the calendar. We are opening our Italian American baseball exhibition, much to the chagrin of Danielle. I'm sorry. The public opening is next Wednesday at 7. Please come, you're all invited. And we have a nice program for that. And Carla Cicchetto from KFMV TV News will be hosting that for us this evening. And if you go to our website, you'll see all the events there for the upcoming Friday performances. Next week we have dinner and a movie on Thursday the 26th. Check it out. Come talk to me. Thank you all for being here. Of course, Danielle and Rayme, thank you. Joe, thank you for gracing us this evening as well. Let's welcome them back.
Yes, I'm ready.
That's okay. Oh yes, all right, so I'm going to tell you a little story if you don't mind. I have this girlfriend who, and I want to make it very, very clear that she does not live in this town. She lives out of town. And I just recently had lunch with her, and let's just say this. She doesn't have the best luck with men. She's tried and tried and tried, and she still can't find the perfect one. And so if you don't mind, I would like to share her little story that she told me over lunch. Tall and tan and light and Apollo, he goes walking by, and I have to follow him, the boy from Tataremba, La Tumba del Fuego, Santa Malika, Santa Tegas, Lojonto del Sol y Cruz. When he speaks, I feel I'm on fire and I'm breathless. Every time I inquire, how are things in Tacaremba, La Tumba del Fuego, Santa Malika, Santa Tegas, Lojonto del Sol y Cruz. Why, when I speak, does he vanish? Oh, why is he acting so glamorous? I wish I understood Spanish. When I tell him I think he's the end, he giggles a lot with his friend. Tall and slender, moves like a dancer, but I never seem to get any answer with the boy from Tagaremba, La Tumba del Fuego, Santa Malika, Santa Tegas, Lojonto del Sol y Cruz. I got the blues. Why are his trousers vermilion? His trousers are vermilion. Why does he say he's got billion? He said that he's got billion. Why do his friends call him Lillian? And I hear at the end of the week he's leaving to start a boutique. Though I smile, I'm only pretending, because I know today's the last I'll be spending with the boy from Tacaremba, La Tumba del Fuego, Santa Malika, Santa Tegas, Lojonto del Sol y Cruz. Tomorrow he says he's moving to Wales to live in Clanferpo, Wilkito, Guerrero, and Robo, Casimiro, go, go, go. Oh. One more for Rayme Sciaroni with a little flair of Brasilia. Yes. gosh, I have to sign her. Okay. I have to explain a little bit about our household growing up. It was a little bit of madness in a really fabulous way. Our mother was a voice teacher. She had a studio for years. So instead of going to Girl Scouts and Brownies, we would go to the dance studio, and I would play in the afternoons in the costume closet, which was awesome. And it was very fun because I would be doing my opera scales upstairs in the bathroom, because that was the most central part of the house with all the windows closed, so I wouldn't have everybody in the neighborhood listening. And because I would have some 5-year-olds like looking up the window howling when I would practice. That was always really, really a great thing to happen. So I would be in the bathroom, and then my sister would be in her room playing the Ramones or Michael Jackson, and my mother would be downstairs teaching a lesson, and my dad would just be there trying to keep all the Forsgren girls in line, which was not an easy feat. So we had lots of music, and of course, loved musicals. The one I'm choosing this evening to do is a beautiful song, I think. I love the lyrics, and it's just not, you just don't hear it very much. And it's from The Mystery of Edmund Drood, and the song is called Moonfall. Between the very dead of night and a day, upon a steely sheet of light I lay, and in the moonfall I'll give myself to you. I'll bathe in a moonfall and dress myself in dew. Before the gloom of night reveals the morn, time holds its breath while it conceals the dawn. And in the moonfall, all sound is frozen still, yet warm against me. Your skin will mourn the chill of moonfall. I feel its fingers, lingers, the veil of night shade. Light came from stars that will soon between our hearts, let nothing intervene. Between our eyes, the only sight I've seen is lustrous moonfall as it blinds my view. So that soon I only see All right, I have one more to do for this evening, and it's from a little Italian opera called La Bohème, and I would like to finish this and with this, and it's kind of a tribute to my parents who paid for all of those lessons, who drove me to and from, and sometimes up to LA, and sometimes to lessons 3 times a week. So what I'd like to do is I would like to thank you first for being here this evening and sharing this evening family, and I'd like to thank Tom and his lovely parents. I'd like to thank Molly. I'd like to thank Yummy Cupcakes, even though I didn't get one, it's okay. But I know they're fantastic, and you know what, it's worth the drive to go to Encinitas to get them. And I just hope you keep coming here and loving on this place, because I think it is just really a great, magical space. Thank you.
All right.
Now, I know this is a fabulous Italian place, but the last one I'm going to do has a little bit of French, but it's okay because the music of love is universal. Thank you so very much for that. And that's exactly what I was going to say, believe it or not. And so this is La Vie en Rose. Was just a word they sang about in songs I've heard. It took your kisses to reveal that I was wrong, and love is real. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout the